once again to episode 53.
Brought to you by Marvel Legends, Guardians of the Galaxy, the team you know you all love.
Very nice, Strauss.
Well, party had a successful last session, did they not? Did a little bit of grave-ish robbering, and all it cost you was one of your animal companions.
Seems like a shitty price to pay.
We got off free.
Why did you guys get into combat without me? That was foolish.
Yeah, where is Nikolai? You all get back, but where the hell is Nikolai?
Well, Ryan's here just in time for you to fix
I know, that's
cameras.
what I expected to happen.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Where did Nikolai go? Does anybody
I heard
remember?
I got locked up
Why would you get locked up?
for some bullshit.
Well, no, the GM would never lock you up for some bullshit.
It sounded like anti-immigrant bullshit.
Oh man, anti-immigrant bullshit.
Xenophobic.
Oh my god, random juggalo has showed up.
But Nikolai is not far off. Nikolai is harboring a fugitive from a foreign country.
Oh, that's conservative language I do not accept.
Nikolai does not properly have their green card for the other
Like
person
permits.
inhabiting their person.
Yeah, and I still have this death curse, and now I have energy drain too. This is exhausting.
Yes. But you do find yourselves back in little, nice, comfy Harveston. The old home of Roderick Harvest.
That's where I am.
No, that's not where you are yet. Right now, the party is returning. Unfortunately, though, from the shock of it all, Niev is passed out. After nearly being eaten alive by a worm creature, and this being her, fourth near-death experience in only a couple of months, it's enough to kind of make you feel like you just need a long nap.
What about her animal companion?
Is
it napping also?
It's taking a nap by her. Yep. But the rest of you can get back. The rest of you, excluding Nikolai, can make it back to Harveston.
People act like dying's a big deal.
As you exit back out the tapestry, you will find that at this point, Kandor is waiting for all of you as you bring back the goblinoid body with you. You realize you don't actually have a watch?
Wait, so Niev is passed out where?
Huh?
Where did
I don't have her on the map that way. Right now, Brianna's
Is
actually.
she in Harveston? Or...
Yeah, she came back to Harveston and
Okay,
just went
so
to
she's at
went to
least
sleep.
back there.
Yep. She
Yeah,
basically
he's
goes up the
smoothing it.
stairs. You guys come down the stairs, and Kandor is kind of right there.
We're just gonna DM smoothie this and say that she's passed out and everything's. And
I
we're
mean,
not
to
gonna
be
have-
fair, she did just travel across the country, fought a giant daemon creature, and then immediately after that had to get nearly eaten by a worm. Her last few hours have been quite stressful.
Fair enough.
But yeah. The three conscious of you and Headhup kind of, I guess, standing in this awkward situation where nobody's saying a goddamn thing to anybody.
Oh, I assume you have the body.
Erasmus is going to say, so, how about that?
I understand how asking somebody for a body, a dead body, could come off as concerning, to say the least. But I promise that it's not for anything evil this time. Well, I guess it depends on your views of bringing people back from the dead. Whether or not you view that as evil, but
No.
okay, see, there you go.
Yeah, he definitely speaks for the group.
He is a reliable narrator, if ever there was one.
The whole point of this is being brought back from the dead.
Who's supposed to be coming back?
All of us?
What? In that one body? All we got was one.
No, not all of you. The one body.
Are we gonna switch bodies?
It's not as fun as it sounds.
Oh,
And you gotta learn all their skills, and you gotta figure out how all that works. It's a mess.
oh. Is this
If
what
you
you...
switch bodies with someone that you have all the same skills with, is it easier?
I mean, I don't see why you would want to do it then. I mean, I guess if you were, like, trying to... Well, that's a bad example because I don't like that person. So, I guess it would be easier in that case, probably.
I think I remember you saying something about sheet swapping. Is that kind of like that?
Yes, something like that.
Okay. At first I thought it was a bedroom thing, but then he kept talking about different bodies. And I was like, well, it could be like one of those things where lots of people get together and then they have lots of bodies together, but...
Taking random pillowcases from various beds throughout the...
I don't know if I want to know why you know about that, but...
lots of goblins do it.
Yes.
I love this music, Steve. I have not heard the music for this game, so I am like,
Thank you.
This is great.
Yeah, my headsets are always like off with the music, so like when I do actually hear it, I'm like, oh wow.
Wait, this is your first time hearing it?
I always have it off because
Wow.
it distracts me.
Yeah.
And like, I'm enjoying it, so it's like, pay attention, bud. Don't, yeah.
So, this body, what, we're gonna bring somebody back in it? Are we gonna bring, Katri back in the goblin body?
That's a hell of a question.
No.
Oh, because Katri died.
It's a fair question.
What are we
Again?
gonna do about Katri? Yeah.
I mean, I don't suppose you brought the body. I don't know if having the body for an animal would matter so much. I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh.
Does somebody have the ability?
I want the body back so it's bigger and I can potentially reincarnate it.
Oh, I thought you brought it back so I could eat it.
No!
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that wrong? I don't like seeing food go to waste.
Well, if I can reincarnate him, it's not going to go to waste.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, it's very confusing to me. Back where I used to live, we used to just eat whatever we could find, or whoever we could find. Gotta eat to live.
Gotta still eat.
Sometimes gotta eat who lives.
I'll tell you all about it when I've got the time. But now, you do have the other body as well. I'll make sure to take care of Katri's best I can. Do I have that spell.
But it
What
sounded
you want
like
to do is, but Katri's body is way one step ahead of the pack.
it sounded like Constog was gonna take care of Katri, and not let me eat him. Word.
I want to encourage this dialogue of, the goblin trying to eat Constag for like the entire session.
Wait, I didn't say eat Constog. I said eat Katri.
Oh, okay. Well, now I have a new goal.
I don't eat living people.
That could be changed.
Yeah, they don't generally take well to it.
No, they usually say stop, please. That's not comfortable.
I
This
think
is
we're
true.
getting very off topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna go work on some food.
We've been off topic for quite some time.
Head up, heads to the kitchen.
Poor Adhuff. He's just a hungry goblin. With then there's some delicious pet meat there. But we can't have the MVP being eaten like that. So as funny as that is, I'm not for it.
On the plus side, I am glad you brought the body back because that reminds me that going forward, should one of you fall, you should probably bring the body back as well. Especially if you're going to hell. But I suppose that's jumping ahead a little bit, huh?
They hear you. They're just quiet.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. What? Huh?
Just a friendly reminder to bring any bodies your bodies back, I suppose. The 5 of you, in the case of you going to Halron and somebody dying and leaving their body there and not being able to come back because Halron's scary.
Elrond. Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to do now? I guess is my question. Let's just let's get these unpleasant tasks underway, or hey, maybe they'll be pleasant, and move forward.
Yes. I guess I should ask if this is something that I should be doing with everybody here. I guess I need at least one of them, right?
You need people to help you set things up, but you need Nikolai before you can...
That's true. And Nikolai is not with them, is Nikolai?
Nikolai is not with them. Nikolai is still at the barracks.
You haven't busted me out of jail yet.
They need to go pick him up with a letter handwritten by you.
Ah.
Oh yeah, we need to get Nikolai with a handwritten letter from.
No, you don't know you need a handwritten letter. He knows you need a handwritten letter. But you know you need to get Nikolai. He sort of knows you need to get Nikolai, but he tends to miss the big picture sometimes.
I forgot that Nikolai was not with you. I must have been hearing
I'm
things.
pretty hard to miss.
Said the voice of the person who isn't there.
Yeah. Every day
hearing
we're away
things.
from Nikolai is a tough day.
If you're not here, raise your hand.
I hope I've been traveling to the astral plane again. Yes.
Say you're here.
Yes, I suppose I should probably give you guys this she's probably not gonna go with. So just the 3 of you. This. And I will hand over a note to whoever grabs it.
Take it.
All right, Erasmus takes the note.
What does it say?
It says Erasmus Sweetleaf on it. And a few moments later, you die.
Nice. Finally.
I was kind of hoping it'd explode as soon as it's red.
Good old explosive runes. They never let you down.
But yeah, you have a note. The note basically is written in a script you can't read.
And they'll be able to read and use this.
Yeah, you're really confused because you can speak just about every language. How is there one you can't read?
Well, no, not Erasmus, right?
Oh, I thought Erasmus had. I thought you were putting a bunch of ranks in linguistics. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So never mind. Yeah, but it's still in a, and like you haven't even seen the characters that make up this language.
Did we lose him?
Yep.
Okay. I was just about to ask.
Was that on purpose or not?
That was not on purpose.
Should we
And
give him
Candor just wandered off, back down the stairs, locking the door behind him.
I mean,
You have
that
your
wouldn't
mission,
be
that-
too surprising.
Got your note, now F off.
You know, we
Not even saying that, just leaving.
We have the note and he's gone. I guess we go to the jail and try to get Nikolai out. I'm gonna take the note and go since Candor disappeared.
You guys can head back through the picture.
It's the weirdest guy. It was like he was just there and now he's gone. I don't get it. I don't even know what this note looks. One of these symbols looks like an apple. I'm not crazy the language this is.
But yeah, you guys return back to Fort Jericho. You all can make your way back to see Commander Carbinger. He'll meet with you as you bring the note to him.
I'm gonna give it to him and I'm gonna overcompensate. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here you go. This is that very important note that you need to free our friend. And try not to appear nervous.
What are you talking about? There's no note that's going... I will free your friend.
I turned to Constag. Okay. Well, that's good news then. That's good.
He gets up from his seat, goes over to one of the guards, will say a few words to him, and a few minutes later, Nikolai will come back in manacles. They'll bring Nikolai back, rather, in manacles, and once they get him to the room, Carbinger will, ask for the manacles to be removed. All right, I'm releasing him into your custody. You are to bring him back here in a few hours so we can run our tests.
In a few hours to run tests?
Yes.
Could we just hang around here and wait for the tests?
You need to take him back.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, Nikolai, how's it going?
I mean, jail's not great.
Yeah, would agree.
Thanks for retrieving me.
I don't know how any of this happened. I was handed a piece of paper that looked like somebody had threw fruit salad against it, and
Erasmus, why are you wasting time with this? I can't hold this up for too much longer.
Okay, let's go.
What was that message?
That was no time for small talk, Chuckles. Let's get the fucking go.
But who was that? Who was saying that?
That was Commander Carbinger that you were hearing say that, but not in a voice that sounded like his own.
It seemed like he was possessed. So we're heading out. We are making.
You guys can rush back down the hall and head back to Harveston. Just a slight detour there.
I don't know what happened. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Candor is away. Him disappearing was him sort of walking off and waiting for you guys to do the thing. There is a small note hung up in front of, just across from where the painting is on the stairs that says, "Please prepare Nikolai on the table."
Nikolai, we need to prepare you on the table, according to this.
What does that mean?
Apparently you're getting an upgrade.
I think he's good. Check your oil.
I don't have any oil that needs to be checked. Thank you.
You mean just have you lay on the table or something? What does prepare mean?
Ask
By the
Cat
way-
Hub. He's probably got a good idea what that means.
By the way, I almost did a Charles and said he was going to give you a loop job and realized how inappropriate that sounded.
But if you walk into the kitchen, there are instructions for what needs to be prepared. The table has been like fully cleared of any sort of decorative things. On a separate surface nearby, the display cabinet that's in here has been moved over to here, and the goblin is now resting on it. Actually, I think these are on the map layer, so I think I can take this. I can, and move it into position here. And I can take a...
Excuse me.
Let's see here.
I'm not aware of this plan, right?
No one has, like, explained anything to you.
So why is there a dead goblin on the table?
Some Kandor stuff?
What does
They
that
wouldn't
mean?
let me just kill one.
He didn't really explain. He just said we needed to bring back a dead goblin body.
We actually weren't asking questions because it was Kandor and felt that asking questions would not help. So he said, get a dead goblin. So we went and got a dead goblin. We're to the point now where questions don't help.
So we just have no idea what's going on.
But now we're comfortable with it, Nikolai, whereas before we were upset that we didn't know what's going on. Now we just reached the acceptance phase. Eventually, we had
It
tried...
doesn't actually seem healthy.
What's going on is that there's a dead goblin and you're getting on the table. That's what's going on.
Next to this dead goblin.
That's what's
Yeah.
going on.
How big is this damn table?
The table is quite large. It's large enough for all 7 of you to sit around for breakfast each morning.
Yeah, but for me and someone else to lay on the table?
No. There's the display cabinet that was in the living room that was moved into the kitchen, and that's the goblin is on the display case.
Oh, okay.
But there are things that need to be set up around the room first in accordance with a set of directions that Kandor has laid out.
I will carefully, being Erasmus, read through the directions thoroughly.
All right. Give me a linguistics check, then a very important check to make.
I'm sure it's time to fail that. I don't know these new glasses.
Oh, that's good enough. It doesn't take a lot to be able to read through it, just a pretty rudimentary scroll through. But you can get the directions proper. The directions require each of you to take a certain set of steps in order to get things prepared, and they're kind of outlined specifically for each of you. Give me 1 sec. Let me pull something up here. Back over. So for Gort, you are going to need to give me a CMB. You are setting up a series of devices that will kind of keep Nikolai's arms and legs in a specific position during whatever is about to happen. Very good. For Konstag, you are preparing certain ailments that will be necessary during things. I will need you to give us a heal check. Very good. And Erasmus, you are going to be like preparing a number of these various symbols and runes and other things which are necessary to facilitate the completion of whatever this is. And so I will need you to give me a spellcraft. Excellent. Good rolls. It's about this time that Kandor will make his way back from downstairs and into the living room. Nikolai has not yet gotten onto the table, but everything is set in position.
Nikolai is here, though?
Nikolai is here.
Yeah, what's going
Wow,
on?
Kandor, it's like amazing.
Are you doing something to help with my energy drain or the death curse or what?
We could just kill you. That would take care of the death curse.
So helpful.
I don't know if it necessarily would. Depends on the level of the death curse. Because then if Nikolai were brought back, then Bren might still have the curse, depending on who gave it to them, but... irrelevant. No, probably not. Maybe. It'll help with some of it. Something. It'll help you feel more like yourself. So, I mean, look,
This is about packs.
perhaps, yes, maybe. No, yes?
What's the answer? You have a goblin here. I got detained for being a foreigner.
That happens sometimes.
At least you didn't get detained for being a member of Foreigner.
Oh, she'd have double vision if that was the case.
Yeah, they'd make it urgent.
Yes, you said this is set up in the living room?
It's set up in the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nikolai should be lying upon the table, strapped in, with certain
Yes.
potions and other things applied to her, or to him.
There's a table, desperately missing one Nikolai.
Right, so the part that first happens is where you specifically tell me what's going on before I randomly lie on a table and get strapped down to it.
Is it when I questioned Kandor, we said trust him?
Would it be more beneficial to let Nikolai know what's going on?
That's up to you.
I didn't know if knowing would be better or worse for the procedure.
Some people believe knowing is half the battle.
Oh,
Okay.
you beat me to it. You know I wanted
Okay, only give half the information. So,
And a half that doesn't even make sense together, right?
yes.
It has nothing to do with if you've ever seen the video Pork Chops, Pork Chops.
No.
I haven't, but I am hungry. This has nothing to do with dinner, though, Nikolai, I promise you.
So reassuring.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't eat you, you're still alive. That'd be weird. We would eat the goblin body, if anything, but that would also be weird, but marginally less weird.
It wouldn't be weird. They're delicious.
Well, it would be less weird than eating a live person.
Yes, I would say so.
But it has nothing to do with that.
However, an orc body will feed like 5 of me.
Great, thanks, Hat Hub.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thought you were my buddy. And now
I am.
know.
I just thought it was a good joke.
Yes, Pax, yes, that's your sister?
Yep, she's dead.
I'm just kidding, I knew that. Yes, that's why we have the dead body. And,
Kind of a dick move there. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it took me a moment. I had to go through the Rolodex. But, yes, where is the body? Is the body in the room as well?
Oh
or-
my god, can you finish the
Yeah.
sentence, Kandor?
The body is on.
Okay.
The body is on the display case.
Okay,
One sentence. What is happening?
Pax and you have merged. That's not a good. Yes, removing Pax from you will make you feel whole again, and hopefully Pax will come back, and hopefully this will not be some sort of undead abomination. There's this viewing globe show. They go into all the like horrible things that could happen when you take a body and you try to bring it back from the dead. And
What?
anyways, yes. Well, I guess not dead. I guess she's not dead. She'll always live on in your heart.
She died.
Well, yes, but not dead. Well, physically, yes.
You also realize she won't live on in her heart if you take her out of his body, and then she dies in the process. So
That's true.
I
guess-
love the fact that he's named Candor and is anything but. Having the great being.
Yes. Hopefully this should make you feel more like yourself, and hopefully this should make that corpse feel more like your sister.
But he's not named Concise either.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you done this before?
That's a good question.
the answer is almost. There was the whole Harcourt and his brother's situation, the Harcourt Carver thing that you were eventually going to get to, but then time-space anomalies happened, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, there was the Harcourt Carver Harvest situation, and then there was that time with Gimbal.
So yes
kind
or
of worked.
no?
Almost.
And you're sure that Pax is in my body?
Oh, yes, that much I'm certain of. Well,
How did that happen?
sort of. So
Coding
what
error.
happened was
Candor randomly leaves again.
I'll explain the process of how that happened.
Yeah, so when you were brought back from the dead, part of bringing you back from the dead was using Ancestry in order to fill in the missing gap of life that was taken away. Normally, when you cast a spell that kills, that brings somebody back to life, they lose a piece of themselves. But if they have family, and very substantial family, you can sort of pull that piece of their family to keep them in the world. And so he basically took the knowledge that you had something that to you was unfinished, the loss of your sister, and used that to sort of make sure your body couldn't flee on to the afterlife.
How did you find her?
Well,
Search engine.
So
figuring out what happened in Aquansant wasn't too terribly hard. Considering you guys went there shortly after. Well, they went there shortly after they met with us. Me and Abram. I guess he's not here.
No.
Yes, he was here last time, not this time. But yes, they met with us. They went to do a thing. That's a good way of saying royally botched it. They screwed up pretty bad, and most, if not all of them, seem to be dead. Or dead. Dead is constructs, just like the time, just like everything. Did that answer everything?
That's how you found Pax.
I mean, they went there to do something, and then they didn't come back, and couldn't contact them, so it seems pretty safe to assume that that was a good place to start looking. Unfortunately.
And you were able to, extract her spirit from her body? I don't understand.
Something like that, yes. Yeah, something to that effect. I was able to capture the essence of Pax. Capture sounds captive, but you know what I mean.
What is she, a perfume now?
Ode Day Pax, yes.
I mean, I have to say, since I came back, like, I have felt closer to her, but I just thought that's because I almost died, and so I, maybe had some brush with her in some in-between world.
Now, if you were to take a measure of your abilities, some of them would feel a little different than others, maybe, yes?
Yeah, but I don't know, I assumed that happens when you die.
That is a good assumption. It does happen sometimes when you die. But not all the time. This time, not so much. This feels more like this is more of a, Pax has been residing in your kind of body. Is a stowaway sort of situation.
In my kind of body?
Oh, sorry, that was misspeak. In your body, kind of, more in your mind, sort of.
Well,
So
what
is
if you
this
don't
gonna kill
have
me?
any siblings and you keep calling me no?
That's because you remind me a lot of a no. No? I think he still exists. Maybe? He was trapped in temporal stasis last. Really wasn't. Not the last time I saw him. But I don't know what. Anyways,
So can
yes.
this kill me?
Is that a possibility?
It's not a possibility for it to kill him, no.
You know.
But Pax.
Yes, maybe. It's not likely to, but it is possible.
Then why don't
There's
we
always
just leave
something
her-
lost when you extract a subroutine.
why don't
I
we
was just going to
leave her
say,
in there.
is Trap the Soul a common spell?
Jar the Soul is not it is a common spell, but Jar the Soul would not work for this purpose. The two are entwined together. They physically kind of become one and the same. Nikolai's need to find his sister and the loss his sister has in not having like a final resting point has allowed them to be kind of fused together as one entity. And so what Kandor is basically going to be trying to do is dissect. It's like separating Siamese twins. You can separate one from the other, but the weaker of the two is more likely not to make it during the separation.
Well, also with conjoined twins, they generally have most of their bodies that are separate. This is a place where it's just a different body that you're trying to like. This is just like some random ass body you found, or what?
Well, me, no. But yes, they did. I mean,
But
Erasmus' body was.
so Erasmus is really trying to grasp with this. So if you take the sliver of her sister out of him, his sister out of her, and put it in the dead goblin, boy, I'm really having a hard time with this. And put it in the dead goblin, will the dead goblin body come to life?
Yes, most likely, and it should be a.
You know 100% that it will come to life in some form.
It will come to life, and that's why we have it in the bread bag, the trophy case.
Bread basket.
That and the kitchen isn't as big. I'd like to have another one of these massive tables here. I like the aesthetic of it. It feels very Victorian, but, you know.
As
Why
you
are
know,
we talking
as a
about aesthetic right now?
semi-scholar of the arcade, this is amazing. As like a believer in things, the horrible abomination of like the idea of an afterlife and the sanctity of a soul. But we're gonna go with this. You know,
Yes.
it's see where it goes.
You know, sometimes you just have to play God and then bring people back to life, even if it is their time to pass. But that's fine. This
Yeah,
may not be one of those cases. I was just.
Gort looks down across the length of his body and looks back up and goes, I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see what's gonna happen either way. But you know, I guess we'd all like to feel better ethically about exactly what is happening.
I just assumed we were trying to equalize heights.
What?
Very good. That was a good line. That was good. That was good.
No, that was Niev and Brianna. When they. Well, I guess they didn't equalize. At one point, they would have been the same height.
Okay, so what do we
What?
need to do? Because now I just want to see how this disaster is going to go.
Sounds like we are
Yes.
simply extracting a subroutine from one and transplanting it into something else. Into the shell of
Absolutely.
another container.
Yes, more or less. Hey, Gort, could you check and make sure that Yev is okay? Real quick.
Fine.
Thank you.
And he walks out of the room.
All right.
Is he okay to be here? Is he still doing his thing with,
Wait, she's upstairs.
Yeah.
So nobody knows. No, is he still doing his whole blacksmithing thing? So I don't know if I'm really comfortable with them overseeing this. Do I know if
we
his
just
stuff?
talked about it in front of him.
I think at some
That's
point
true.
we went through the painting and he wasn't with us. And then eventually came back. So, I don't know if it's that, but it is a possibility.
Are there any extra precautions I could set up to try to prevent? I don't know if I'd still be able to have access to the stuff we set up last time, but or if there's something I could prevent blacksmithing from viewing in on this if they are.
If it's part of if it's like
If it's like
built into
recorded.
Gort, then there's not much you can do if they're not live monitoring it. And that you know if it's not a live monitoring thing.
Okay, so yeah, it was like more of like it's stored within him somehow, and okay.
Let me know when I can come back down.
Yeah, he's not going to be gone. You won't be gone for very long. You'll see Niev is okay, and you can start making your way back in.
Interesting.
Okay, so
I poked her with the sword until she moaned. She must be okay.
Have consider it.
Phrasing? Are we still doing that?
raising, not. I mean, we're trying.
Okay.
So, let's get on with your god playing thing.
I'm not entirely convinced about this yet.
Oh, there's nothing good. I mean, it's gonna be fine.
It's simply a software change. I don't see what the problem is.
It's the giant slab of wood with the metal restraints on it, isn't it?
What's the physical process of what you would be doing?
Well, I'll start to explain.
Yeah, so the first thing is there's a device that creates a link that he'll place on your head that will create a link between you and the body of the other creature. It is a
Just
long
random dead body. Great.
Yep. It is a long series of these sort of like tubes that interconnect to each other. In the middle, there is like a large, what's the word I'm looking for? Sphere that is filled with this liquid that has this ruby kind of suspended in the center of it. And there will be a lot of electricity.
What if you put me into the goblin body? Could that happen?
I mean, probably not. I mean, it'd have to be a deliberate, I think.
Wow.
Well, because I think
Confidence is bowling me over.
when I extract packs, I think it would be pretty obvious to tell which one of you is which at that point, I would hope. And then, but if I extracted you from your body, then put you in the goblin body, I would hope that I would know before I did that. So no, theoretically, it should have to be an intentional thing for me to do that if I wanted to. And I don't know if that would work so well because then your body would have to try to reacclimate. It's the whole healing process, probably.
What's the healing process? After this, if it goes the way you want it to.
Well, it's easier for your body to return back to it's you essentially than it would be for if packs were in your body, then it would try to become packs, and then your body would have to try to become packs, and then the other body would try to become you, and then that body would have to try to form, and it takes a while.
I'm
and it's
saying
not...
that if it goes the way you hope it does, what is the healing process like?
What is is it just bed rest and...
No, I mean, there isn't really a healing process. If it's successful, Pax will wake up in the new body, and hopefully will not have system shock from being in a body that's completely foreign to her. If she's able to bypass that, then it's just a matter of acclimating to the changes that will happen from being in a slightly different body, being in an environment that she wasn't in before. Like, a lot of it's going to be psychological and, like, sort of reacquainting themselves with the rest of the world. There's the matter of, like, how much Nikolai is willing to pass on or give up or share or whatever. It's sort of unknown, but it depends on during the process how things end up playing out and what kind of decisions are made.
So this is similar to the this is a more extreme version of the process where I guess this would be the reverse of what we did with Gimbal then.
Yeah, with Gimbal, you were giving Gimbal and the other people the ability to sort of taste test their other personalities.
Yes.
In this case, you're
with them?
Huh?
Were they able to communicate with them?
They themselves were not able to communicate with the other personalities. In this particular case, Nikolai can sort of communicate with Pax, but in a very indirect way.
Okay, because I don't know if that would be more beneficial than just trying to bring Pax back. And then, I don't know if that would help with the system shock at all or not, if it's possible for Nikolai to...
It could, but it depends on how well Nikolai has sort of given Pax awareness of what is going on. How in touch with each other the two of them are.
So, how much have you been in touch with Pax since the incident?
And she died?
Yes.
I can't talk to dead people. Like, I felt closer to her, but that's just in my head.
Okay, hopefully Pax is aware then. That'll make things easier, I suppose. But yes, I'm sorry, do you have any more questions about this, or? You guys are all healed, right? You guys are all good?
I mean, I still have energy drain.
Okay, well, yes, the energy drain.
Oh, all of us.
Death curse.
Yes. I don't know much if this will help with that. Probably not.
Is that gonna be a problem for this, though?
No, it shouldn't have any impact.
No,
the energy drain might have an impact because it does make Nikolai a little more susceptible to, like, not being in proper physical condition, of course, but...
Yeah. The energy drain, does anybody have a way to get rid of that? Or is that...
Anybody, how about you?
That's a good question. I'll kind of, like, mull it over and see if I have anything for...
It's up to what you have on your spell list.
Ruh-roh.
What would do...
Restoration.
He has magic missile 32 times.
Oh my god, I have greater magic missile. Well, you're not a construct, no?
I'm here talking to you, aren't I?
If you were a construct, you could theoretically. Anyways, I suppose not. No, I don't think I have anything that would be able to help. I mean, I'd be able to tell, like...
Okay, you can't cure energy drain? By this point in your career?
I haven't
This is
prepared
embarrassing.
it. It's
But
not
he was a
often.
bard, not a cleric.
It's not often that I... Yes, that's true. Sorry, yes. Yes, not often that I would use stuff like that. Some minor healing here and there, but... Yes, the energy drain might be a problem. Not a hugely impactful one, I would think, but it could cause some issues with healing, returning back to your normal self, yada yada yada, that sort of thing.
So then why are we doing it now?
It matches up in the timeline as where we would have to do this.
Also, Nikolai's going to be in jail if you don't do this, because Nikolai's still going to have a foreign body inside of him.
Apparently,
Yes.
Kandor can just write me get out of jail free letters, so...
Well, you're not out of jail. You're just temporarily released into the party's custody.
Great.
Yes. Yes, it's like that whole thing that happened after they killed that wizard that one time, and he got released into the party's custody. One of you was there for that, I'm sure, but yes.
So you're basically saying this has to happen. And
Yes.
things may go poorly.
I mean, in
Right.
theory, it doesn't have to happen. Nikolai could keep Pax in him and throw himself on the mercy of the court.
Sure, you could be...
think,
Yes, because paperwork is so much more enjoyable. Let's go with that option.
Erasmus thinks so.
I always think paperwork is enjoyable, but I think we have a real chance for something unique and arcane in both sense of the words. And, it's rare we get to see somebody actually play God, one of the gods in our... And I understand it's very cavalier for me to be doing this. It is not my body or aspects of myself. Or do I even understand exactly what is happening in almost any way, shape, or form? But, things are so out of control right now, and I'm so out of my comfort zone that I'm going to go with this and really hope for the best.
Well, so let's do this, actually. Erasmus, you have a good amount of knowledge about the arcane. Give me a knowledge arcana check.
Okay.
Because you were sort of in the right direction-ish.
You need me to assist you?
Oh, yeah, you can give him an assist.
Wasn't
Okay.
there like a
The
physical
fuck is going on?
object we collected that has to do with this? I thought there was
Jesus.
some like thing of splitting, but now I don't see it on my character sheet. Wow. You know what I'm talking about, Steven?
No.
I thought we had gotten an object that was like,
36. Nice, Kendra.
we thought would help with this at some point.
I don't recall that.
What was it? A splitting?
The most I remember is you guys got the drinks that allows you to be part of previous characters.
What's that called?
I thought you had given yours up. Oh, what? Don't change tabs. I was going through your inventory to see if you still had yours.
Oh, excuse me.
Let me see if I still have it in my notes, what it was called.
Oh, here it is. Some kind of needle/sapphire.
Wait, where is what you're seeing?
Not on my character sheet. I'm searching my notes.
Okay.
This is back from like February.
Back here.
A large needle with a sapphire on the end that we got from a crib after I coup de grabbed the like zombie thing.
Oh yeah, the when you killed the
So I
that
guess I just gave it to Kandor.
that is a bit different an item, but it could actually be potentially useful.
Well, I'm assuming you bring this up then.
Yeah, I think I had already given that to you.
I do remember what she's talking about now. So she is mentioning that there is a way that you could have removed Pax from her using that object. It has the ability to basically take an individual out of their body. If there are, like, for example, let's say someone is possessed, or let's say someone is in this sort of situation, you can utilize this to extract the essence that's inside of them from it.
But even if we were to do that, and even if I was able to put that into this other body, I'm assuming that that Pax's life would be contingent on that artifact staying intact.
Now that you have this, so now that you have this object here, the newer object has a greater possibility of letting Pax return to life. Using the other object, you're sort of storing it, and then it's like a memory thing where you can reimplant it into a subject, and they can regain it. You can't really insert into a dead body because it's not it doesn't have an ability to reanimate the body in question. It just has the ability to like hold the information data stores from that spirit.
Okay.
Now, if you had another body, you could that was weak enough in power, you could inject it into a living body and have the two souls fight for dominance in the body. But if the object was ever taken out, then they're no longer in there. They leave that body and can no longer try to take control unless they become the dominant persona.
Yeah, that seems super evil. So
it's very, very ethically questionable. Yes.
Yeah.
Ethically questionable is the sapphire thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Although it will help as far as potentially the process of this. Forgot about
We're
this.
all too hung up on ethics.
That's a strange thing to be saying.
If it gets the job done, then do it.
I don't think the sapphire is a good idea.
Plus, we would have to have another person that's alive to put this in there.
It just sounds a little dicey. I'd also like to save the sapphire for an emergency. And what if we save the sapphire and then things go wrong here? Will the sapphire be able to bail us out if things go wrong here?
We don't have a live body to put her into them.
Although it might help if things go wrong in the transfer with Pax. I don't think that they should, but I want to be clear and upfront with you about that. I don't want you to think that it's a 100% done deal and then find out that something goes wrong. So, but that's a good point, though. It might help if I'm going to try to think if it would help if like something goes wrong with Pax and then Pax ends up turning into some sort of monster.
So there's a couple of theoretical ways this can work. So you can take Pax's soul, you can take Pax's spirit and basically put it into this gem. You could then utilize a spell to bring back the person and then reinsert the needle into the new person, and hope that brings Pax out instead of bringing.
Well, you said this was more for like extracting something, correct? This needle.
Yes. So,
if something were to go wrong and bring Pax.
No, because if something goes wrong, it's in Pax waking up in the wrong body.
Okay. So
the problem largely is the system shock. The brain can do a number of different things, up to and including going completely insane. When you go the data storage route, there's a little bit more acclimation when you restore them because the body will gradually have to reacclimate as images and things start to blur more into their own reality.
So it'd be more of like a slow
body.
Yes.
I
think initially I have it wrong in my notes here too because I'm looking at my notes and it's not. I actually did. I don't know if I passed it on to you, but I think I put dead body in the original description. It's supposed to be a living body in the original description.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had another body.
Yep. So both ways present their own style of risk. In one way, the raising the dead option might not bring Pax into the body. The raising the dead option might bring somebody else into the body. And then Pax might still have to fight to be the bigger thing in the body.
So which is the least risky option for Pax?
Well, I mean, initially the bringing Pax into the body the way that well, at least I had intended, there are ways to mitigate some of the potential sanity damage that you would take from coming back. There are ways to mitigate that. There are ways to fix that. It's not an immediate thing, but the other way seems problematic because I'm assuming that this creature wasn't that powerful, but then what ends up happening is that if it's not powerful and then Pax comes back, then Pax ends up taking over the body of another living creature and dominating that body, with the other soul in there, trapped in there, being subdued. So I'm guessing that's probably not the option that people want to go with. I'm not as jazzed about that myself.
Also, going back to the information that Erasmus can ascertain from all this. So, Erasmus, you do know that some aspect of Jar the Soul, of a Jar the Soul-like ability, is in play here. There is something about this that is able to take the body out, or that is able to take the mind out. Part of it, though, looks like there is some sort of, like, soul severing that's happening. It's sort of taking... in the same way that, like, when something inflicts energy drain upon a creature, a piece of them becomes sort of separated from the rest of their body. This is sort of creating a pseudo-energy drain for all subjects that are not the intended subject. So you can isolate out which spirit inside of another thing is the one that you want to extract, and then pull it from without. This would be like... Again, going back to the possession idea. Let's say that Nikolai were possessed instead of sharing the soul with Pax. You could theoretically numb the living essence in Nikolai temporarily, pull the possessed creature out, and transition it to another empty body. If you spark the empty body at the same time you're injecting life into it, you can potentially restart the body. However, you can also shock the system and cause the immediate execution of the newly formed body. So there's a slight risk in that, like if the timing's not right, then that could create a problem. If there's something that goes wrong in the separation of the souls, bits of the soul energy can end up moving over that aren't supposed to, which can also create a shock, a different kind of shock, but definitely a shock. What it comes down to most is how familiar Kandor is going to be with the two separate entities, and how easy to identify the separation of the souls it is. Like, how unique are each of the souls within the body?
Okay, so what I've been able to ascertain is that a lot more depends on familiarity than random chance. And it seems that this method is a little better because we don't want soul commingling. So soul dutrius, for lack of a dutrius, back for other things. So if we do this and there's a chance the other way, that instead of extracting one piece of, like say one sliver of the sliver of soul, he's trying to grapple with the words, what you end up is doing, say, half a sliver of one soul and a sliver of another soul, and we want to avoid that altogether. So this is the surest method to do that. Think of it as energy drain, but energy drain where instead of taking the energy, you're more taking like a person's essence, a soul or mind or however you see it, and extracting it, whereas we don't want it to be like a soul jar or a trap the soul, because that would leave you with a lifeless husk and would put you in an object.
Right, and that's basically what the sapphire does.
And so that's what the sapphire does, and we don't want that route. So, it really is about, this is the going to be the most effective way.
Exactly.
But hope that's able to calm you.
If you'd like, you could tell me a little bit more about
it instead.
You could tell me a little bit more about PAX beforehand, and maybe that'll help. I don't know if you want to go down memory lane a little bit here.
Erasmus, what did you say?
So technically, so Erasmus says like it's not him with the thing, but I mean another option would be you can use the sapphire needle to pull Pax out of Nikolai, put Pax into Erasmus, and then have Erasmus go through the process. But Erasmus knows Pax less than Nikolai does, which is going to make it much harder to differentiate between the two.
I just mean it's a hard thing to be okay with. She loves swimming and snacks. She's a bard and she played ukulele and what was the instrument? Do you remember seeing?
I remember she played ukulele.
Yeah, she had another
It was
instrument.
Piccolo.
Piccolo, thank you. And she liked animals a lot. Nature. Singing. Is that all?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Is there anything else you want to know?
I'm assuming that the familiarity thing is more of like on Nikolai's end, like as far with the familiarity thing help with the actual extraction.
You have good familiarity with both parties as you've been subject to them. It's not like what was going to happen with the Harcourt Candor thing or the Harcourt Carver thing, where it would have been two personas that one of which you're entirely not familiar with because you had very minimal engagement with Carver in actual form. And when you started engaging with them, they were kind of this duality of person.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you knew Pax before, you know Nikolai now, you have some awareness, you got a little more information from Nikolai. It should make it much easier, and it should be much easier for Nikolai to not blur the two of their personas together.
Yes. That should be good, unless there's anything else that you want to think about. It should help on your end as well to remember who you are. It seems unnecessary to say, but you know what I mean. Probably. Yes. Put the apron on. Go ahead and pull the gloves out of the pocket. Yes. Good to go. Yes. No.
Something happened. Save Pax over me.
That's very noble. Okay.
Is Pax more useful in this instance?
Yes.
Yeah. Gordon, you remind me why I got rid of him.
Got rid
So
of who?
it's somebody that I used to know. But yes, I will do
Did
my
they
best to. What's that?
Did they cut you out? Change their number?
Oh no, I did that. But yes,
Took all their records?
but I'll do my best, Nikolai, to make sure that that's not a decision that needs to be made. Gloves are just for fact.
Did Nikolai get up on the table?
Really necessary either.
What's that?
So is the apron really necessary either?
Hopefully not. I mean, there shouldn't be a lot of blood.
Is Kendra wearing a Kiss the Chef apron?
Is there supposed to be any blood?
That is the only apron that's available, so it's also a little
If
small.
I said no, would that make you feel better about this?
Tell me the truth.
It is a lot of electricity. Some people do tend to bleed when they are subject to intense amounts of electricity.
Especially when they're energy drained.
Yeah.
A lot of electricity. So if anybody has any technology in them, might be best not to stand too close to the subject because it might short circuit it. I do have one question though before I ask Steve. Is the roof supposed to open at all at any point? during
No,
this
the roof
procedure?
will not be opening at any point during this.
Perfect. I'll make sure to use some sort of like combination of prestidigitation and other spells of that nature to make the roof look more like it's fitting for the situation,
All
more
right.
dramatic.
I'll take off my A band and ring and whatever else I have
Yeah.
on that's not clothing.
Yep, it is best to take off your magical gear as it might screw up the ritual. You can lay it down in the corner.
Should we all do this or just Nikolai?
No, just Nikolai, because Nikolai is going to be subject to a lot of magic and energy.
You don't have anything in Paxes, do you? Personal items, affects.
I have a ukulele. I'm not sure if it was hers.
Sure. Well, that might help. I'll go put the ukulele in there with the body, and hopefully that'll like be a more grounding thing.
Yeah.
For Pax, if this works.
All right.
Can't you say when this works?
Yes, when this works. Yes, that's what I said.
It will work great. That's what I'm saying.
It will happen.
All right. If everyone is prepared, Nikolai can get onto the table. Gort can make sure that Nikolai is properly strapped in place. The device can be added as soon as Konstag applies the proper balms to make sure that everything is ready. And the process can begin after a short break. Shortly.
Thank you, Ed.
right, Nikolai is prepared. The lights slowly begin to dim as a crackle of energy fills the air. Everyone can kind of feel the buzzing as it starts to fill the room. Nikolai, as you lay there, you gradually feel part of yourself drifting away from your body, drifting away from the room around you. Slowly, you feel emptiness around you. Dark, cold, alone. And then you hear a familiar voice. Voice soft, friendly, and full of hope. Reminding you she's still here. The voice is distant, though, blurry. Like the soft echo of someone across a canyon. Is that you, Nikolai? Nikolai, is that you?
Yes. Here.
Where are we?
I'm not sure right now. My party is trying to help us out, but I don't know if it will work. They're trying to put you into a new body. Well, it's not a new body, it's a used body, but new to you body.
Did you know what happened? Did you find out?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I knew you were busy.
You don't need to apologize. I'm glad to be here with you now.
I've been watching all the things. You guys have done well. Done a lot anyway.
Yeah. Kind of a mixed bag. The whole, dying again.
You notice there's something different about the sound of this voice, almost disconnected. And as I explain that, let's shift perspective here. You are no longer Nikolai as I describe what I described to you now. You are Pax. Pax, you are sitting in a tavern. A very warm and familiar place. A place you feel like you used to play all the time. There are lots of people around talking about your great performances, how wonderful it's been to have you around.
Manager insisting you haven't been here in weeks.
Is my comedy duo buddy there?
Your comedy duo buddy is here. So is your manager. And so is your big, burly friend. Ready to punch Harcourt at a moment's notice. But you've felt a bit, just a bit, out of place here for a while. Like like you left something behind. That feeling you get when, like, you know it was really important, but you can't remember what you left at home. But you know it's gonna come up, and you know it's gonna come up when you need it the most. It's just empty enough. Just disconcerting enough. And then you hear it. You hear a voice from far away asking, Pax, do you want another try? Candor, your voice becomes more clear, and you coax Pax back to reality.
Your Pax.
I'm not a puppy speaking.
Uh-oh. Well, we have fruits and ukuleles and treats and Nikolai's here, and those are all things you like, right?
Yeah. Or anywhere to swim.
Yes, but not where we're at right now. We'll figure something out. Mm-hmm.
Is there a question?
So you're gonna come back, right? Pax. I mean, Nikolai would really appreciate it.
You already asked, and I said yes.
Okay, good.
You feel the yes, Candor, as it is given, and you can truly dig into the process as it begins. There is, to all the rest of you, as you look on, you can see that Candor is kind of moving bits of electricity from point to point across the various regions of the machine. Nikolai spasms periodically as this energy moves back and forth. Nikolai, as you lay there, or as you stand there in the darkness, you can sort of see a more materialized form of Pax sort of grow into shape in front of you.
Starting to look like yourself again.
She doesn't speak back, almost as if sort of unable to at the moment, perhaps out of confusion, perhaps out of fear, perhaps just unable to.
Can I do anything for you?
When you ask that, you see the glimmer of hope that you remember her being so well known for appear in her eyes. And you know that you feel that she needs to know what she's here for. Is she here to just be there? To be around, to be alive again? Is she there to be with you, to aid you? Or is she there to finish her own mission, her own personal quests?
I would want her to do whatever she wants.
What do you think that Pax would want to do?
I don't know that she has much of her own mission left after how she passed. So I think that she would want to join with us.
Then I have to ask you a very difficult question, and I'm going to need you to open up your character sheet. And I'm going to need you to go to the main page of your character sheet. So I'm going to have to ask you, who's the cohort? You or Pax?
And can you just remind me again? I haven't had a cohort. Like, what does it mean for one of us to be the cohort?
So they will be the weaker of the two of you. They'll basically fundamentally be the lower level of the two of you. If this is successful, they will have to take the leadership feat. For Nikolai, that will mean it will not be possible for him to have followers via the leadership feat if he becomes the person carrying the leadership feat. But it does mean that he'll have access to higher level stuff. He'll basically be full level Magus. If you choose not to this, you'll basically just lose the Bard level. And Pax will end up coming back as full levels of Bard.
Wait, but then how would she would still be a cohort?
No, you would become the cohort if you choose for Pax to be the primary character. So you're sort of deciding right now, is Nikolai the primary character, or is Pax the primary character?
Nikolai.
Okay. Then I am going to need Nikolai to choose one feat that Nikolai has and replace it with leadership.
I think we'll do hurtful.
Okay.
Oh, somebody finally took it. I wasn't taking it because it's iffy feat in Pathfinder. I think they could have done a better.
With hurtful? Wait, is that the one that gives me the extra?
That's the one that gives you the extra attack.
Then maybe.
Yeah, this is a really hard decision for you, no matter what you do here.
Actually, I think I'd get rid of intimidating prowess.
Okay, that's going to lower your intimidate by if we exclude the helmet, that's going to reduce your intimidate by 9.
Mm-hmm. But I don't use intimidate as much as I.
You do it to use hurtful. You can't do hurtful without. Do you see what I'm saying yet?
I don't know what to choose, dude. Like, there's not like a great option, so.
Hold on.
Is this something you need me to choose now, or I don't know?
It is not necessarily something at the moment that you have to choose now. We can discuss it later. But the next thing that I am going to need from you is I am going to need a fortitude save from Nikolai.
I think I might actually get rid of power attack because I never use it.
Okay. That is enough. And the next thing I am going to need from you is to please look at the character sheets, which you now have access to. And please give me a will save from Pax. Ooh. Everything goes dark as one final eruption of electricity fills the room. And there is naught but silence until...
You missed your chance to yell, "It's alive," by the way, Kandar.
It is alive! She is alive!
A delightful little tune fills the room, as Pax awakens and Nikolai awakens.
How are we feeling as we wake up?
Pax is seemingly better acclimated than expected. Awareness.
Get out of my face, dude.
Her awareness is fine, almost as if she expected it.
Should let the goblin out of the case.
Probably yes. I think so. I think it should be safe.
Is it locked or something?
It was closed and sealed, yeah. Just to be
What
safe.
is it? Like you can't open it from the inside?
No.
I will knock
the
on
bread will get out.
glass. Hi, I'm ready.
I'll
Can you
open
let me out?
Open it.
Pax will jump out.
Yeah, Pax will see quite a few different faces, and one that's somewhat familiar.
Oh, she doesn't care about those. She's gonna run up and give Nikolai a hug.
Yeah.
Nikolai will sit up on the table.
They both seem okay.
I'm not surprised.
How's the new body feel?
The new body is different. There are a number of things that are just not the way. Like, some things are a little longer, some things are a little smaller, some things are just different. So bits of mobility aren't quite there. But it's close. Close enough to work with it okay.
Wanna stretch out, move around. Anybody have a snack?
I got a snack!
What you got?
What do you want? I got these cookies.
Whatever Candor's putting in my face looks disgusting.
Dude.
I take a few cookies.
Oh, okay. Wait. Are you like Nikolai?
What do you mean?
These cookies have meat in them.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't eat that. Ooh, fudge. Elf witch.
But I have, how about candy?
Sure.
There's no meat in that, I think. Yeah, no
I
meat in
don't
that
know
one.
why there's meat in your cookies. That's... I don't know.
Well, it's not meat, so it's plants, but they're alive, and some people think that means they're not plants.
I should probably talk to them at some point.
Yes, let's do that.
They don't want to talk. I've been fighting with them a lot and feeding them my blood.
They're
my.
not the friendliest.
It's the plants have some personality issues.
They're just hungry, just like me.
Yes, hungry.
I'll grab the ukulele off the table. You found it.
Okay, I seem to have lost. So, is this a goblin body standing up, or
It is a goblin body, yeah.
Okay, all right.
There's Nikolai. There's the new goblin body that seems to have a person in it now. That is not
Do we
Nikolai.
know how this goblin died?
No. Well, yes, it was nearly digested by a giant worm thing.
So it's in bad shape then?
It's seen better days. Yeah, there's some scarring on it.
But I mean, like, does it need any healing?
No. Now that you're in the body, it does not need any healing. The process kind of rejuvenates that aspect of it. So, who are you?
Pax.
Pax.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice name. It's very easy. Pax.
It is easy.
Pax. I'd like it better if that was two of them. Pax.
You can call me that if you want.
All right, I'm your Pax.
I'm your Pax.
No, you're
Who are you?
Pax. I'm Head Up.
Right. So call you Hup Hup or what?
What? No, Head Up.
Right. But you like things repeated. Had Hup, Had
No,
Up.
I think your name sounds good repeated.
Oh.
Pax.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to meet another goblin that doesn't want to just eat me or kill me or stab me or...
Yeah, I'm not that kind of goblin.
Candor, where'd you find this one?
I'm gonna look over to the party.
I'm gonna sit on the table next to Nikolai.
We just kind of found this goblin.
Oh,
Nikolai's my big brother.
really?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't
Very
make any sense.
Very, very big brother.
That's an orc. You're a goblin.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't work that way.
Family's not only about blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, you're sort of right, but
From what I saw, it looks like you're part of Nikolai's family.
I gotta get back to cooking.
Are you feeling shy?
He rushes back into the kitchen, and you can hear something start
Into
to
the
sizzle.
kitchen.
Yeah,
I thought
Did we
were
move
at
out of the kitchen?
he came up like towards the door of the kitchen and then rushed back.
Did the
Oh.
music go away?
Yeah, the music did go away. The music was only set to play once.
And be destroyed.
Guess the rest of us should introduce ourselves to Max then.
If you want.
Oh, I'm Comstar.
Hi.
Hi.
Got anything else to say?
It's nice to meet you. Why is my sister so much better at this?
Is she?
What do you do?
Plants.
Oh, you like plants? I like the outdoors too. Do you like to swim?
I don't really know. I don't know that I've done that much.
You should go swimming sometime. It's fun. You can see plants when you're swimming.
Oh,
Water plants. Like water lettuce? It's so fun!
I might have to take you up on that offer.
Alright, who else is here?
Oh, I'm assuming you mean other than me. So we kind of know each other a little bit, sort of. Maybe?
I
Yes?
don't know. Do I know Candor?
You met Candor.
Dude, Aquatot was like a million years ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you're the weird one.
I can't escape that. Yes, Niev is upstairs. You don't know her, but that's what the sleeping person is upstairs. She's not feeling well, and just
So
sort of
who is she?
happens. She is the one
It's upstairs, sleeping.
Yeah, I got that. I meant like, what does she do? What is she like?
At the moment, sleeping. In both answers to that questions.
She likes sleeping.
And that's what she's like. Sleeping.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
This is weird.
She's my sister.
Oh, you said she's better at this than you are, huh? Should we go wake her
Yeah.
up?
I wouldn't want to bother her right now. It's been a tough
What's
few
wrong?
days. It sounds like she's been through a lot the past few days.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I can make her feel better. All right, we have a few more people. Are you going to introduce yourselves or what?
I'm Erasmus Sweetleaf. I'm,
Give me your dating profile. Tell me your elevator pitch.
elevator pitch. So, I like to study things like magic, and in my hobbies include making slings and journaling. Are you into journal?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a nice way to think about your feelings.
Very
I'll have
into
to journal.
emotional Yes, he's very into emotional
I like
journaling.
singing, and singing could kind of feel like journaling. It's a way to express yourself.
Yeah, that's what we're about here, self-expression. So we're the Pact, and we're dedicated to
The
Virgin-
Pact? That's just like my name. That's so silly.
it's I think Kismet. Serendipity.
That's a different guy.
But we're here about my goal is to find the perfect spell components, and learn how to communicate with stags. I've got 2 goals in life now, and
How's it going?
well, the stag is not with the party currently. It's a temporary issue, but the search for perfect spell components is a lifelong quest that I find personally fulfilling. And I'd like to welcome you by offering you a journal. I'm going to pull out a blank journal and offer it to and here you go, and welcome aboard. And I'm sure singing is great.
I'm gonna put the
My
journal
would
on my character.
do it a lot. They're really into singing, not bathing, but singing. Anyway, that's me. I don't know if I pitched elevators or dated profiles, but I think I'm doing all right.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Erasmus. I guess that's everybody, huh?
There's the machine over there.
Yeah, he's
One-
not talking though.
Oh. He.
Maybe he
Who are you
needs an
referring
update.
to?
Do you need an update?
You, Terminator?
I'm just waiting for you all to decide it's time to move forward.
Move forward with what?
The mission.
What's the
Alright.
mission?
We're trying to debug the problem.
This is very vague. I like to be helpful, but I can't be helpful if I don't know what you're talking about.
Sound like more corrupted code to me.
Anybody else? I think I need a translator.
Well, this isn't Nikolai.
Yes, I know him.
Oh.
I more meant anybody else can tell me what's going on. This robot can't. He said there's a mission, but then it didn't make sense, the rest of what he said.
Hey. Oh. Right, he's not here. Well, I'm sure that Nikolai can help you with that. I will be right back. I'm gonna run downstairs real quick
Okay.
and make notes on what just happened.
Yeah.
A little surprised that it actually worked.
You guys can hear the familiar sound of the stairs closing.
Where did he go?
Somewhere where we can't get a hold of him.
He does this a lot.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
So, I guess I'll give the explanation of what you're gonna be doing while he's away. That I know
doesn't
of
seem
you.
like anybody else is going to.
You guys are going to a city
It's called Halron. It's run by a company, I guess, or some person, and you guys have to go there to get a special item back.
Oh, what's the item?
I don't know. All of what you've been getting so far, they were getting so far, has been like pieces of something that's broken.
Unequal, I would say. So what's going to be the deal? Do I have to go back to jail now, or?
Oh, that's right. You have to go back so that they can show that you don't have a foreign body in you anymore.
But Pax doesn't come with me, right?
No. Pax is here now. Why is he leaving me to do this again?
I don't want to leave her alone.
My soup!
Do you need help with your soup?
My soup.
I got it, I think. I just gotta, hold on, I gotta get over here. Okay.
I can help stir
I
if
got
you
it.
want.
I got it.
You have it at the right height for me.
Oh, everything's at the right height. Otherwise, I
Not
couldn't
for
make
Nikolai.
it. No. Well, he would bump his head on a lot of the cabinets. But yeah, you guys have to go there and get the thing. Well, the piece of the
Doesn't
thing.
sound too hard.
No, it's gonna be very hard. There's like lots of guards and lots of people, but you're going there with an army.
An army?
Yeah, the army of Fort Jericho is gonna be going with you. Although they did suffer a bunch of casualties, but they should still have enough. I think that should buy some time.
Uh-oh. Sounds dangerous.
There's also some people there. There's some people there that are gonna help also. A resistance started there. Things have kind of been breaking down in the system. That's what's making the army more willing to go. Supposedly, Kandor says they're substantials. Whatever that
What
means.
are they resisting?
The government that's trying to control them and take away their freedoms.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What is the name? What is that government's called?
Apparently it's run by a big mega company.
Blacksmith Inc.
That sounds right.
Oh Lord. Oh Sascha.
But I have a good feeling you guys will be able to get to do what you need to do. And come out
Where do we
okay.
have to go?
You have to go to Halron.
He
You have
said
to go
when?
down and get the last piece with the army of Fort Jericho.
Yes.
Building up for this for quite a bit of. Well, we haven't built up, but this is the culmination of some serious work and journaling and planning and coming up with mission statements and
I don't
things of.
I don't know exactly when. The military's just gonna kind of let us know. But they said they wanted it to happen soon. So probably tomorrow or the next day.
Is there anything we should do to get ready?
Sleep would be good. Eat would be good. I don't know
Yeah,
if Kandor
exactly.
has other ideas.
I think, and I've talked about this before. Stretching.
Calisthenics, yeah, I've heard that word before.
Yeah. So maybe some good stretching. Making sure we got all our
Ducks in a row, yes. Delicious ducks in a row.
delicious duck. So many ducks
They
in a row.
made of candy?
No, they're made out of duck.
Why do we always take so long to get moving?
You
Because
stepped away for a
we
moment.
are a committee, and
Shut
committee.
up, who is that guy?
He calls himself Gort.
That's kind of a rough name.
It is
Gort.
Gort.
Hey, don't do my nose.
Is he a robot?
No, but he does think he's from a computer. Well, he is from a
We're
computer
in
technically.
the computer.
Yes.
And
We're-
all hail. the
all hail computer.
All hail. Gort, not Grout. Got it.
Gort, not Groot.
But he is kind of right. You guys should probably rest, because the military's probably going to call you tomorrow.
So is Pax just at the level that she died at? She won't be at 6.
Right now, yes.
Well,
What kind of candy do you have?
I got all kinds. I've been making it. It's
Out of what?
out of the plant creatures.
But you told me I couldn't eat the cookie because it was made out
It
of that.
depends. Do you think they're animals or do you think they're plants? How does your vegetarian work?
I mean, if they can... I don't... What? If they can eat you, then they're not plants.
They are plants, though. You want to see?
Well, there are plants that move that aren't just plants that attack. I mean, all plants move to some degree.
Well, yes, but it's like you have to see it in slow-mo video, or not slow-mo, but the opposite of slow-mo.
I know what you meant. Sped up. I'd like to think of these as the plants that are more action-oriented.
Do you want to meet the
but-
plants? I can show you that the plants are very mean
What
plants.
about from a safe distance?
I think if those plants are worth it, what we'll do is we'll leave ink and journals there, and if the plants fill out their journals with their thoughts, then we know they're worth talking to.
Maybe if I play them a song, I'm a little bit rusty, but maybe they would like a song.
Okay, let's. You know what? I'm willing to humor this. Let's give this a try. Come on, song lady.
I
This is
can't wait.
as good as the resurrection. Okay, let's do this.
Come on, Pax.
And the
No,
rest of
you
you
know,
play
some
drums?
people play music to things to help them grow, so maybe we could play the music instead of giving them
Oh.
blood.
All right. If you want to give this a try, let me pull something up here.
So you played the ukulele and the flute. Yes, Specs?
Piccolo, but yes.
Piccolo, sorry. None of the rest of you play the journal and got the gun right.
Yeah, I definitely play a journal. Yeah,
He plays it hardcore.
hardcore.
And Constock plays the...
I believe all druids are required to play the Shazam kazoo.
What?
I
It's
believe you
the-
said
it's a-
Kalamazoo.
It's a magic instrument in an episode of the Smurfs. It's all I can think of. I realize it's an obscure reference even for me.
All right, Pax, go ahead and give me a perform check. Let's see how these plants respond to your performance.
You're playing the ukulele?
Yes.
Let's perform. I'll go ahead and talk about plants and birds.
Bird plants.
Oh yeah, bird plants. Cacao.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty.
Pax, you come out and you start to play. As you're playing, Kandor comes out and he starts delivering this speech about bird plants and the uses for bird plants. And at first you think your song might have had a positive impact, maybe they started getting to be kind of subdued. And then they just start kind of moving towards Kandor. And Kandor, you know what this means when they start moving towards you.
I'll stop talking and back away and
Can I try and sing a song without Kandor blathering on?
Yes.
I will stop afterwards.
You can sing to them. And they will sort of start to move closer. And as they move closer, one of them will start to reach out a vine towards you.
This should end well.
Do you let it touch?
No, I would be standing far enough back.
Okay. So yeah, it is at the edge of its reach, trying desperately to touch you.
It wants to give you a plant high five.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, lean in. That'll be funny.
Yeah, but Hadwip said it made him bleed.
They like to bite you and get the blood, and then they know you forever. They can then make you move in closer so that you'll give them more blood.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. I was trying to calm them down, but I guess it didn't work.
I'm pretty sure if they get your blood, they'll calm down.
I mean, they do get calmer when they do it. But then you become really woozy. Unfortunately, these plants, they're not very bright.
Do I need to play dumber music?
That would be funny. Oh, is that like, that's like when I was in the caves and they would go da 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 da.
How do the plants react to Hadwip's song?
The plants will eventually just make him stop. Like, he just suddenly stops and goes, "It is blood-giving time."
No.
And he'll start walking towards the plants.
I'm gonna go inside and not watch.
Okay. And yeah. They will feed on Headhup. After a little while, Headhup will come back in very drained.
Can I heal you?
I would be. It doesn't usually help do anything. I'll be okay.
Do you want some tea or something?
No, I'll have some soup, please.
Okay, I will deliver him soup.
Are you okay with that? That seems like a problem.
It's been happening for a while. Don't worry, it makes them grow the berries, and then I can use the berries to make a good set of treats.
Nikolai will say, "Yeah, no, it's not good."
They're blood berries. They're really good. They're tasty.
No, I meant that you being fed on is not good, but
Oh.
it's also not new.
Yeah,
Or it's just oblivious.
I'll just have some soup. It'll be fine.
Does the soup have a lot of iron, I hope?
It has a lot of meat, yes. I happened to get some chunks of some things, and I brought them here. It's very good. I didn't think about. I made something different for you guys, but
Meat smoothies?
no. You guys, we got the soup, and then for I guess Pax and Nikolai, and anybody else who doesn't eat meat. I don't know why you won't eat meat though. It's delicious.
It's my personal philosophy.
To each their own, I guess.
That's my philosophy. It's my view. So,
So what if I did lullaby for the plants?
The plants are immune to mind-affecting abilities.
would we know that? Would our druid friend know that, by the way?
Yes.
So let's ask the druid because they're an expert on natural things. Do these plants? What the hell?
That was weird. Just like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Do these plants do they have minds like animals?
They don't have animal-like minds. At base, she'll know that. They don't entirely have animal-like minds, but they don't have minds that are influenced in the same way that people are either. The way their minds work is much different than the way like humanoid minds work.
Okay, so they are different than animals.
Yeah.
I may have, been leading the question.
Leaving the witness.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I believe these plants are basically just acting on sensory information. You could probably, although all of us are.
They're a little above that. They're somewhere between like an animal and a person. But all of those ethics aside, people can decide what they will and will not eat based on Hadhup's explanation of where each thing was produced from. And you all can rest and enjoy the rest of the day. And I think that is where we are going to wrap up tonight. For tomorrow, there will be news of bigger things to be done.
I'm having battery issues. Did you notice? I
Yeah.
tried to turn the camera off at one point in time. I was at full charge. I'm already down to 10%, and
Sorry,
we've only
there's other stuff that needs to be done. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Thanks.